Well, I got a strange testimony for you. I'm not sure what you guys will think about it, but I don't make these stories up. I just tell you what I experienced. So the year was 2017. I had just been married to my wife, Rebecca, and we had just gotten out. I just grabbed up college. We were literally on our honeymoon, and one of the things that was interesting, so I used like this hair gel in my hair almost every day. I wish I actually had some in right now, but almost every day I use this hair gel, and it's called Got to Be Glued. It's like a yellow bottle. It's like hair glue, you know. Been using that for years. And while we were on the honeymoon, I remember one day, at one moment, I went in and I was checking the bottle and I was getting ready for the day and I was using it. Well, it kind of occurred to me that I'd been using this glue and it was running on empty for like a long time. And so I was like, I think I'm running out of hair glue, but it's been happening over and over. So basically what I did was I emptied the whole glue bottle, put it in my hair, went about my day. Didn't think much about it. The next morning when I went to do it again, there was more in there. And so I was like, okay. So I showed Rebecca, I said, hey babe, you got to see this. This thing, I emptied it yesterday. It's got more in it today. So let me show you. And I took all of it. I squeezed it all out, put it in my hair, went about my day, you know, on this cruise we were on. The next morning, there was more hair gel in it again. And and I know that sounds so fluky or so funny, but I know that the Lord does this kind of thing. And I'm sure that some of you guys have had testimonies of this, who've been walking with the Lord, where he like multiplies stuff or multiplies money where it shouldn't be. And it was only like, and so I started realizing that it happened that way for a long while after that too. Like a couple of weeks it lasted, and then it finally died. But kind of strange. In the moment, all I could say was, whoa, God's doing some weird miracle to provide for us. It sounds so insignificant, and it definitely wasn't like life-saving, wasn't important. But I'll say this. At that time, Rebecca and I were in a lot of debt. We came out of college with $120,000 in student debt and not very viable options for making money, and not really interested in making money because we were doing ministry. So I would say this. I think God cares about our provision, and I think he watches over every single penny that we spend, every single nickel and dime, and because I have seen him do that. And so I think he was providing for exactly what we needed, nickel and dime. So that, and one of the ways was through multiplying hair gel. So who knows how often God does that? It says in the Old Testament that their sandals and their clothes did not wear out while the Israelites were in the desert 40 years. It sounds like he does that more often than I've known of. So be curious if you guys have that experience. Give your life to Jesus. Subscribe to the channel. I do these things every day, sharing testimonies. Praise God.